Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Midwest Sim Sports Dirt Street Stocks Showdown series. Um, I am your host, Alex, also known as Cool Dog 1123, or you can just call me Cool Dog, so you don't have to worry about the 1123. Tonight we are at Lucas Oil Speedway. We will be our race info. Uh, The weather is 21 degrees Celsius, 81% humidity, partly cloudy, 3 mile an hour wind. We will have. Sorry, I don't know why that's there. We will have some really good racing tonight. I think they are 8 lap heats, 15 lap feature, or 15 lap cons, 15 lap consi, and then a 35 lap A main. Right now they are in their qualifying. We can also see who qualifies where. Oh, I gotta hide that. Stuff is acting up. I gotta redo. I have to get SDK figured out. Reset SDK. See if we can get SDK to work again. There we go. Got the qualifying stuff figured out. Right now, your first place holder is Mohang Evan. Sorry if I pronounced your guys' last names wrong. He is right now the fastest with a 17 flat, and with Batenfield 0.06 seconds off of first place. This should all be a good race, so we'll see how things come. If you're out there, don't be afraid. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will be broadcasting this series every Sunday, so don't be afraid to come out and check some dirt action on Sundays. All right. And usually it'll show how much time it looks like we have 1:40 left in the qualifying. So you get 5 minutes to do qualifying with a 2-lap qualifying. Some parts from the sorry about that. Trying to cough. So, I have a feeling this will be a good race tonight. Out there again, if you're out there and you're watching the race, leave a like, leave a foul, comment. Let's get some comments going. Alright, it looks like the qualifying is done. And we will show your starting lineup. Grid for heat number 1, we have Marcos Pace in first. We have Derek Rice starting second. Second row, you have Jim Ravinius and Jordan LaFon. Third row, we have Alex Bauer and Noah Bout. And your last and final row is Matt Russell. So it looks like eight laps the distance. And this should be a good race tonight. Let me know who you are cheering for. And the pace lap goes. So just so you guys are all aware, the initial start will start on green and any restarts will start on the leader. So this first initial start is on green. Once it hits green flag, then they can go. But if there's a caution in the heats or contis and feature, then the restart will be on the leader. So as we bunch up here and get ready to go, the pace car is going to dive off in the middle of 1 and 2, and then they will go green flag when it throws the green. And coming out of 3, going into 4. And green flag it goes. In corners 1 and 2, we got a good steady battle. You got some people running the high side, some running the low side. They're all over the track. Let's see what's gonna happen. Right now in first place you have Pace, then followed by Rice, followed by Ravinius, followed by LaFon. Good action all around. Some of this cockpit, you'll see some cockpit view here of third place person, or fourth place person actually. It looks like a real good view. Go back to some far view. Looks like Mr. 57 or Ravinius went too high and dropped back a little bit. So got a good heated battle for second place coming out of turn 4. To go. This is a real good race and competitive race, I think. Got 144, drop in, doing a slider. Ooh, just barely clears it. White flag is out one more time around this Lucas Oil Speedway. And coming to the checkered flag. Coming out of 3 and 4, your first place winner for the heat will be Pace, followed by LaFon, followed by Rice, then Bauer, then About, then Ravinius, and Russell. That was a good, hard race. Alright, heat number 2, first row. We can get this. First row we will have Evan Moagan and then Philip Saxton. Second row we have Ricky Batenfield, Jeremy Saxton. Third row, we have Jeremy Vaughn, Blake Crook. And last row, we have Russell Harold. 8 laps the distance, second heat. I still think that first heat was a real good race. Clean driving between everybody. That's always a fun race to see. Coming to 1 to go. Pace car is going to dive off here into the pits. And like I said, folks, they are going on green. So right now, the number 13 of Mulligan sets the pace. Coming in 3. And green flag is out for heat 2. I will admit I've raced against some of these guys and they are really good at these dirt street stocks, better than me. So, my opinion, your eye to watch is almost got some contact there, but they kept it clean. Got some good speed off of there. The 97 Batenfield, he's throwing a slider. Or he's gonna stay there. Okay, he still stays there. But racing against some of these guys is really good. They race hard and they race good. I had fun racing against these guys, so. Crossover. Right now, sitting in first with 5 laps to go is Saxton. Then you have Mulligan, then Batenfield, then Vaughn, then Saxton. Then you have Crook and Harold. 3 wide down the front straightaway between your second place field. There we go. Look at this insane action right here. 2 by 2 behind the leader. 3 wide, go back to 2. These guys are fighting hard and good, because top 3 goes straight to the A main. Then everyone else has to go through a B main. 3 wide. Ooh, they keep it clean. They keep it green. We still got 2 wide back there. First place is Mulligan. Coming back around one more time around Lucas Oil. Right now your leader is Saxton, then it goes Mulligan and Vaughn, then Batenfield, and you have Jeremy Saxton, then Blake Crook and Russell Harold. Coming around for your unofficial results. First place will be Philip Saxton, second is Evan Mulligan, third it will be Jeremy Vaughn, fourth will be Rocky Batenfield, fifth will be Jeremy Saxton, sixth will be Blake Cook, and last but not least Harold. Alright, we have our third heat. And our third heat for that first row will be Jeremy Akins and Jonathan Scott. The second row is Lon Franks and Seth Castle. Third row will be Todd Kyer and Cody McDaniel. And your last row is Jason Farvale. Sorry if I mispronounced that. So that is your lineup for heat number 3. So far we've had some really good action. His car's gonna lap one more time around. And we're going green. 8 laps the distance. Yeah. Oh, and we got a caution. So we will rewind that, and we will be going back to the number 10, and we will go far chase on that one. If my stuff would have been set. Sorry about this, guys. Looks like he went down too low, hit the tire, and spun the rest of the field out. But it's alright. Things happen. We are going to go back to here. Alright, so looks like we made 2 laps, maybe a lap. Well, we didn't even make a lap, so we'll go back to the original start of how everyone started. And the leader, it will restart on the leader, I think, if I am not mistaken. And just so you guys are aware, caution lap do not count. So they only completed 1 lap, so technically it will be like 7 laps to go, I think. Pace car is in. They're getting ready to bunch up. And we go green flag. Out front right now at Aikens, followed by Scott, followed by Kyer, McDonald. Got a good hard battle running there. A little squirrely there. 6 laps to go. Look at the view of that roll bar. 4th place position. There's from behind. Real good racing here. Welcome, Allison Richardson. Mulligan is how we have one person cheering for. Good view. Final lap. Right now out front we have Aikens, then we have Castle. Coming around 3 and 4 to the checkered flag for heat 3. Aikens is first, Castle second, Scott third, Kyer fourth, Scott McDaniels fifth, Jason Farrell sixth, and Frank ended up in the pits. That was some good battle between all of these heat um, heats. I am guessing it went straight to the warm up, which is very easy. So, just so you guys are aware, these guys have 5 minutes of warm up. So go out and get a drink, get some, take a bathroom break because I probably what I'm gonna do, and we will see you guys when they are done with their warm up. So they got 4.5 minutes.
What's up?
That's some good clean racing that I like.
Yeah, yeah,
The only thing I didn't call anybody out on it, but the one thing I did not. Oopsies. Sorry, chat.
yeah, yeah. Make sure. Yeah, make sure it don't. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Ignore those last comments. They are not for you to hear. To hear.
Yeah. I think the way I set up the track, it seemed to be a lot better now. So yeah, yeah. All right. Well, hopefully, yeah. I think the way I set up the track, it seemed to be a lot better now. So.
Alright, people, here we go. We are in the feature race. So we will show your starting grid here. So starting front row, we have Marcus Pace, Philip Saxon. Second row, we have Jeremy Akins, Jordan Flafon. Third row, we have Evan Mulligan and Seth Castle. Fourth row, we have Derek Rice and Jeremy Vaughn. Fifth row, we have Jonathan Scott and Alex Bauer. Sixth row, we have Rocky Batenfield and Todd Kyer. Seventh row, you will see Noah Abbott, and Jeremy Saxon. Then you have Cody McDonald, Jim Revides. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Then you have Blake Crook, Jason Farrell, Matt Russell, and Russell Harold. And then last but not least, Lon Franks. We have 21 cars for 35 laps. This should be a fun race. This is going to be great. So we have 21 cars for 35 laps. It looks like they are coming to 1 to green. I'm pretty sure. And again, guys, start is on the green flag. First initial start is on the green flag. Any restart is on the leader. So here we go. They're all getting ready to bunch up. Going into 3, and we'll be coming out of 4. And we have green flag. There we go. Ooh, we got a bunch of cars going around. Not going spin-a-rooney, but it's going to be a good race. Cars 2 and 3 wide. First lap completed of 35 laps. Other than the races, guys, how was your guys' night? Right now we got Payson first, and we got which Saxon? I gotta get this right. We have Philip Saxon in second, LaFon in third. Looks like the front 4 runners are kind of pulling away, but not really. They're having a good, hard-fought battle for stuff. Got the back of the pack here, getting a little touchy here with each other. But they're keeping it clean. There we go. Look at that 3 wide race. Oops, they're getting into each other a little bit. And we got our first caution. Where is our first caution at? We're going to back this up. I wonder if it was someone coming out of the pits, because I don't see anybody spun around. Yeah, I'm guessing it maybe someone coming out of the pits or whatever. Because when you're driving on Lucas Oil, it's a lot different, because if you're coming out of the pits, you got to make sure you're behind a certain spot. So looks like we are double filing. We're gonna get ready to go green. Pace car dives in. Now that we are at a restart, the leader starts the race. As we continue to bunch up here. And not green flag. What happened here? Looks like we are stopping on the front stretch to wait for the pace car to come around. I'm guessing we're going to bunch up. No clue what happened there. Looks like we are about to go green here. And the leader will have the start. And we're going green flag racing. And it looks like we got another caution here. Let's see here. Looks like it was Noah was involved in that. Ooh, it looks like there was a few cars involved in that. So we will rewind that. So from Noah's point of view, it looked like the 20 went around by himself. Oh, it looks like Noah got into the 20, and then the 20 spun, and then, yeah, it just looks like a bunch of stuff happened. So we're gonna go back to live here. Looks like they're all getting ready to bunch up, and we're about to go green flag. We are green flag racing. We're on lap 7 of 35. Just some action back here. Get a little oopsies every now and then. Right now we have Pace in first, and we have Philip Saxon in second. LaFawn third. We have Aikens fourth, Castle fifth, Vaughn sixth, Mulligan seventh, Bauer eighth, Hire ninth, and Frank is your rounds out your top 10. There's some good hard racing around the entire track, so like I said, this is a fun track. Like that 88 got a little high. Look up here, Marco. It looks like him in second place are starting to pull away. Look at the battle here for third, fourth, and fifth. Ooh, you got a little tap, but they keep it clean and green. Got 24 to go around Lucas Oil Speedway. Don't be afraid, guys. If you're out there, subscribe, like. Whether it's a dislike or a like, it's still a like for me. So. Focused on some exciting parts. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink. I'm gonna let you guys hear the sounds of the races. As we get a caution. Let's look what that caution was about. Okay, here we go. Back up a little bit. Stop there. Where's the number 17? Well, that's not what I wanted. Alright, well, it looks like they're going to get ready to go here. So I gotta, once I find that replay, it'll be golden. Alright, the pace car already dived in. Leader gets to start the race. As we go. 22 laps to go. Green flag is out. We are racing. Got Pace followed by Saxton, and Saxton on the outside, trying to get a leg on Pace, see if he can do it. You got a good battle for third and fourth, and you got a real good battle right here. Got 2 by 2. There's good battling all around. And the Mulligan with a 13. Look at that shiny car. Big bunch. Go to the front of the pack here. Do that Seth Castle. Rear view Chase. Look at that Chase behind him. Right on that guy's bumper. Right now, this is everybody that's behind Mr. Pace. Alex Bauer. Let's look at that Mulligan. Where is he at? There we go. That's the view behind him. And this is what he's seeing right now from that Evan Moe again. And we got a caution. Let's see what this caution was all about. Why did I do that? All right. Go back a little bit. So it looks like the 88 was sliding in, so it's a 17. And the 88 just nicked the 17 a little bit. Back up here. We'll go from cockpit view. Coming into the corner. And just tapped him a little bit, and 17 went around. And that was your caution that we've seen. So it looks like the 88 will tag tail. And we are about to go green. 13 to go. And we go green flag. It's been a good action-packed night of racing. These guys are awesome, including the league owner. He's an amazing guy. And it's just fun to watch these guys get out here and do what they do best and race some dirt. Got 3 wide action right there. Going in the corner. Ooh, and they're holding that 3 wide. The leaders are side by side. Coming to 9 to go. Oh, and we got a caution. I have a feeling I know where it was at. We are going to... here. Looks like we had Derek Rice and the 17 involved. Ooh. So all that happened, it looked like, was coming around. And he nicked him a little bit. He tried to recorrect. Hit that. Spun around. So that's all that happened, guys. Okay, we are under 10 to go, which means it will be starting single file. We are going to go green this time. Leader sets the pace. Coming into 4. And we are going green. 8 laps to go. Out in front you have Pace, followed by Sexton and Castle and LaFon and Akins. Got a good hard battle. Hope you guys are having a good night of watching some dirt street stocks run around Lucas Oil. Show some of that there. Jeremy Vaughn. Some 3 wide action right there. We got 5 to go. Like I said, some of the races are just mishaps. Can always go back because this will be out there forever. You can always come back and watch some of the replays. Hopefully I'll go back and see some of the cautions I missed. Always put that on screen after we are done. Coming around 4, we have coming to 3 to go. Go to the leader. Leader's coming around for 2 to go with Marco Pace in first. Second is Philip Saxton. Third is Seth Castle. Oh, they got the battle heating up for third. There's your battle for third right now between the 4 and the 144. Got a good battle going. Final lap around Lucas Oil Speedway. Who will get your third place position? And then unofficial results coming to the checkered. First place is Pace, followed by Saxton, followed by Castle. And it'll be LaFon. And then Akins and Bauer, Vaughn. So I am going to get your top 3 up here in the booth. But as of right now, your unofficial result is right here. First place is Saxton. First place is Jeremy Saxton. Apparently, I don't know why it says that. That's not right. I don't know what happened. That is not the right results. There we go. That is there you go. That is our feature results. First place is Marcus Pace. Second is Philip Saxton. Third is Seth Castle. And we will get to chatting with with your top 3 here shortly. If they are going to go to the interview room. See if we can get them up here and then they can alright, so we are going to pull up Marcus Pace. What is going on, Marcus? Nice first place finish.
Thank you.
So tell me through your mind, what was going through with most of those cautions? I was trying to show some of the fans that most like what happened, but it looked like I don't know what happened with that first caution. I couldn't see anything, so
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know what happened in the cautions because they, well, obviously were behind me, but yeah, it was some of them were nice. It was a bit of a relief, especially some of the later ones, because Philip was right on me and he was, yeah, getting very close to pass me. So those last couple of late ones were actually helping me, but I think the early ones, yeah, sort of took my lead away a little bit. But yeah.
Did it scare you a little bit when he was right there and you could see his nose popping a little bit?
Oh yeah, when we were side by side before the last restart we had, it was so much fun. Like we were door to door. We weren't touching each other. It was really good. But yeah, I was happy to see that caution because it made a single file, and from then on it was really just yeah, had to be smooth and consistent to the finish, and that's what I did. So yeah, unfortunate we couldn't have had a nice battle to the checkered, but that last caution made it a little bit easier for me
Well,
to scoot away.
that was a P1 finish for you, so give your shout outs to whoever you need to, and congrats on your P1 finish.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for putting the league on. I appreciate it very much. Like to thank all the boys in the kennel, JC Floyd, Philip Sexton, Jeremy, Jacob, Derek Rice, Stephen Stokes, Seth Castle, Brian Wells, all those guys, and yeah, just thanks for putting this on.
Well, congrats on your P1. Next week we are going to be at, let's see here, where are we at next week? Should be a fun race next week. It looks like we are going to be at Lima Land next week. So
Ooh,
that's going to be a fun track.
yeah, not one of my favorites, but we'll see how we go there.
Well, like I said, congrats again, and I will send you down to them.
Thank you.
Alright, you guys, P1 finish. Now we are going to go to your second place finish, which will be Mr. Philip Saxton. Hello, Philip. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. It's fun watching you guys race tonight. I know I usually race with you guys, but I think it. I just you like I was talking to the league owner. You guys deserve to be broadcasted. So, out of my kindness and kind of doing this for free, just letting you guys get some screen time and seeing what everyone knows what you guys do for good hard racing. I mean, that was I don't know, that was really good to watch. So, what were your thoughts on most of those restarts with the cautions and everything that came out?
Yeah, I think I had pretty much most of the restarts. We were pretty good, but the track was definitely locked down towards the bottom for the most part. So it's kind of hard to do anything outside of the bottom and try to keep pace. But I think there on one of those, the second to last restart, I had a really good restart, and a lot of times the middle slider line will come in on this track, and I decided to try it, and I was getting really close to passing Marcos. I was running bumper to bumper with him for a couple laps, and then we had that last caution, and then when that restart, we were single file. So after that, it's kind of difficult to do anything. So he was able to just get a good jump and just maintain pace, and that's where we finished. Other than that, it was a really good race, and we had some good racing up front with everybody that was there.
Yeah, when I was watching you guys side by side on some of the races, that was some really good fun battle that I seen, and you guys were just like you guys had a really good battle. No touching, no hitting each other. It was all clean, and I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Um, did you ever think that you're like, I got this in the bag, or was it just still kind of like that? Oh, I should have, I messed up there, I messed up here.
No, I felt like I was running pretty consistent the whole race. I run a third-party overlay so I can see like everybody's times and what they're running. And me and Marcos and even Seth and LaFawn for most of the race, we're running so close to each other. It was literally going to come down to whoever made a mistake. And that second to last restart, when I started running that middle, I knew that I was in a really good position to beat Marcos, but it was going to take him, clipping the tire or messing up his entry or getting into the gas a little too soon on exit, and ended up just he stayed consistent until that caution come out. So it's kind of hard when you're running on a track that all the lines are running pretty similar times. It literally just comes down to who's going to be the more consistent driver and not make a mistake. And he held on to it. The caution come out, and then we went single file restart, and we just kind of held on to where we were.
Well, congrats on your P2 finish. Give your shout outs, and yeah, hope to see you next week at Lima Land.
Yeah, man, for sure. For starters, you for deciding to broadcast it. That's cool. We got a lot of people just in our group that enjoy watching these races, so I appreciate that. And then of course, JC over at Cocky Floyd and all the guys over there, Caden, Jordan, Ethan, and then all the guys that race in our little Discord. My brother Jeremy, Marcos, Derek, Seth, all those guys. So we all try to put a lot of time in together racing and make each other better. So we appreciate that with those guys. So
Well, congrats on your P2 finish tonight. And before you go, I have to ask you this because I race hobby stocks in real life. A guy named Ty Saxon comes to mind. Is he anybody that is related to you?
is it Saxton or Sexton? Because I know there's a lot of Saxtons out there as well. So
I think it's a sexton, because usually I would know the difference between a Saxton and a sexton, but it said sexton, so I was like, I wonder if you knew one. So
I think I've run across a Tyler Sexton once in iRacing, but no, we don't. I don't know of him, and I don't believe we're closely related. Maybe somewhere down the line, but
well,
yeah.
congrats on your P2 finish tonight, and see you next week in Lima Land.
Yes, sir. Thanks again for broadcasting. We appreciate it.
Yep, that is your P2 finish, guys. All right, we have the P3 of Seth Castle. Hello, Seth. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You guys were first, second place guys were running really hard against each other. I mean, watching them, they were side by side for the longest time. You were doing really good up there too. You were battling with that 144. Like, you guys were side by side the last few laps. I thought the 144 would have caught you at the last lap, but you got that P3 finish. What was it like when you saw that nose popping out on your left side?
Oh yeah, I knew he seemed a little bit better down there, and I was struggling on the bottom a little bit because you had to hit it perfect. So I just, within 5 laps to go, I just knew I needed to run my line more up in the middle and just keep the momentum up. And if he got me, he got me. But we were able to stay in front of him and get the 3 teammates 1, 2, 3. So that's good. It's a good night for the team. Felt good to be back after a couple of weeks. Got a brand new wheel and got her all set up. So I'm excited to go league racing again.
That's good. Next week we are in Lima Land. How do you feel about that track?
Lima Land's good. It's not one of my better tracks, but it'll be good. And I foresee us running up front again, so I'm looking forward to it. So I'm just glad to be back on the sim. I don't care what track it is.
That's good. Well, P3 finish, give your shout outs, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, man, just appreciate you guys doing this for us and putting up the broadcast. It's always fun to be able to go there and watch us live and make us street stock racers feel loved a little bit. So thank you guys for that. Cocky Floyd Consulting, as always, and JC Floyd over there, all that he does for us and all the help he gets us, and of course my teammates, Jeremy, Philip, Marcos, all them guys, man, they made it possible for me to get hooked up with a new wheel and get me back on the game and keeping me fast and just helping me along. So eternally grateful for them guys. So yeah, I think that's about it.
That's good. And if you had to say one track out of the Dirt Street Stock schedule, which track do you think you are most excited for? So it looks like we have Lima Land
Oh.
next week. Then we have Port Royal, I-55, Lernerville, Fairbury, and Dirt Track Charlotte.
Oh yeah, 100% Lernerville and Charlotte. That's 2 tracks I'm going to be putting on my watch list for sure. I love both of those tracks.
I like Lernerville as well because that's the type style of track that's closest to my home track since they don't have my home track
Yep.
on here. So
Yeah, 100%. Yep. I like Lernerville. Lernerville and Charlotte both usually end up being pretty racy all night long. So it's going to make for some sketchy sliders. You know, it's going to be hard to pass, but it makes for some exciting racing to both race and watch. So those will be fun for sure.
well, congrats on your P3 finish tonight, and we will see you next week at Lima Land.
Right on, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. All right, that is all for tonight, folks. You heard from your top 3. We will be back again next week at Lima Land, and that is going to be a small track, but it should be a fun, racy track. So tune in next week, and we will